Hello out there, and this is going to be a very quick follow-up video to a Buck Vantage Force Pro video that I made about 2 months ago. So I'll link to that in the description down below. And also, first of all, let me apologize for the mess on the desk. I sort of interrupted a couple other projects I'm working on tonight to make this video real quickly because I was just checking my YouTube channel and I saw a user responded with a comment to the original video about this, and that information that was in the comment made me drop everything and take a look at this knife. So to catch you up, I bought this knife on eBay. It was listed as new and I got it at a ridiculously good deal. And when I opened the knife, it wasn't new. It seemed like old. The finish here was worn. You know, the coating didn't look new. There's a nick in the blade, and I'm trying to focus on it right now so that you might be able to see the remnants of it. You know, and my decision was not to send it into Buck and not to, here, you might be able to see right above my fingernail here what's left of that nick. All right. You know, and I didn't send it into Buck and I didn't return it because I was glad to have the deal, so I figured I would just sharpen it out as best as I could. And it's still perfectly functional. Fantastic S30V blade steel with a great Boss heat treat. Really like the knife, you know, and I've been able to use it and it cuts perfectly well. And I just figure over time that, you know, the edge will dull down, and when I resharpen it, the nick will go further away, and eventually it'll be done. No worries, right? Well, the user who responded to the YouTube video, the previous one, said that they had the same issue with the Buck Vantage Pro, which is also an S30V. And, you know, besides having different handle scales than the Force Pro, it also, instead of a backspacer, has a standoff. And what they were saying was that their blade was nicking on the standoff, that when they closed the knife, the blade was actually making contact with the standoff. And that's where their nick was coming from. And I thought, well, that probably couldn't be the case with mine since I have this backspacer, but I wanted to look at it anyway just to be safe. And lo and behold, when you look at the bottom of this backspacer in here, you can see there's a big metal bulge. And that bulge is part of the backspacer. And what it is it's there to secure the spacer to the liners via these rivets, which are frustrating that you can't take them apart. All right, maybe you could, maybe they actually screw in, and I'm going to look into that in just a minute. Just thought of that right now, and I'm sort of doing this on a whim, obviously. So there's still some things I could look at, but you know, it's frustrating to not be able to take it apart. But the point is, you have this big bulge, and that's where the nick came from on my blade. 99% sure of it. And either it was something that was a problem or still is a problem. I haven't noticed it since I was able to sharpen the knife out, you know, and get rid of my nick. But, you know, that's definitely where it was coming from. It corresponds, like the spot on the blade corresponds with where it lines up in here. So that's definitely what happened. So I don't know if my knife was like a factory second or if it was something that was not even known to Buck at all. You know, maybe the guy who sold it to me really thought it was brand new. Who knows? But point is that this is not the first time it's happened. If this other user, and I'm not going to name them because, you know, I'm not sure they want to be named, but my thanks to them for the information, because now I can attack it and get it figured out and overcome this obstacle. So if I'm not able to get this apart, I'm going to get in there with some sandpaper. I already tried a little bit, but can sand it down and at least hopefully provide some clearance so that the blade doesn't scrape against the metal. But yeah, definitely a disappointment and a strange thing. So I'm thrilled to have gotten the information. So again, my thanks to the user who was watching that other video. I really appreciate it. And anyone else who's owned a knife like this, you know, let me know if you've had this experience or if yours is great. I'd love to hear about it because this was one of those knives that I was really, really looking forward to and I'd wanted for a long time, and I finally got it, and it just seems like it's been obstacle after obstacle trying to get it and keep it where I want it to be. So I don't know, that's all. Sorry to rant about it tonight, but you know, it's something that just came up and I wanted to share it with you immediately. So thanks very much for your time. I appreciate it. I will talk with you soon. And like I said, any questions, comments, your experiences, let me know about that. But thanks again for watching and take care.